Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Georgia. So, yeah, I went to my dad's yesterday just to visit and took Penny over to see him and show him her new little vest. I made a close-up video of it and a close-up video of what I stole from him. I didn't really steal it. I said, hey, I'm digging up this peony. And he was like, okay, you need help? I said, I think I can get it. I couldn't get it. So my 89-year-old father helped me. But I kept hitting roots. And, I was standing on the shovel and it would not go down any further. And he said, let me get my big foot on it. So, yeah, he did it anyway. Do y'all know what a peony is? Is that peony or peony? It's probably a peony. It's just way we say it. It's the way we say it in the South. Peony. I don't care what it is, really, because that's what I'm going to continue to call it. You know, sometimes it's just too hard to change. Yeah, so I went out to plant it last night and got my shovel, and I was out there moving all the mulch around, and here comes Phoenix across the street, and she's wanting to help me. And I said, no, baby, I got it. And she's like, but I can shovel. And I was like, I'm sure you can, but I've got it. Because I had to dig, I'm winning today on the talking. I had to dig a pretty big hole and a kind of long hole because one of the roots is flipping huge on it. Huge, but coming out to the side huge, not straight down huge. So anyway, she stood out there and talked to me while I dug in the dirt. Then Naomi came over and she said, Phoenix, are you supposed to be here? And she looked at her. She said, what did Auntie tell you before she left? Didn't she tell you to stay over here and come back in the house? So then, gnats, Naomi's talking to me, and Phoenix kept trying to talk over her, and she did her little, excuse me. Naomi said, what is it with you and these hand gestures? She said, well, I would like to talk. I said, you know what? Right now, your sister's talking, and when your sister is finished, then you can talk. But you don't talk over someone. And she looked at me. She said, okay. I was like, well, it's just kind of rude. Unless you have ADHD, and then you can't help it. Which she probably does. She told me yesterday she can't read. She's only in first grade, but I said, well, you have to practice. She said, I'm practicing. I said, okay, I'll be back, okay? Okay. Why is it when I try to speak to someone, I guess we all do it. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when you're trying to speak to someone that doesn't speak your language, why do we talk louder like that's going to help? They're trying to jump their car off using their lawnmower. And I said, do you want me to bring my car over? And he said, huh? Do you want me to bring my car over? And then the lady got out of the car. I guess she speaks better English or English at all. And she said, no, we've got it. And I was like, okay, I'm using a lawnmower. I'm offering a car. I don't know. They're trying to go to church and they can't get their little minivan cranked. So I tried, by yelling. But back to the ADHD, that is interrupting. That is an ADHD thing. I can't help it sometimes. It's not to be rude on my part. It's just that, one, I get so excited that I want to say something. And two, I think I'll forget what I want to say. Can y'all tell me how to fix this? I'll forget what I want to say if I don't jump in and say it right then. This keeps falling off of this. There's no screw holes nowhere. See, there's no screw holes. There's nothing to screw. Hold on. There's nothing to screw into. I got my fingers black. Every time, I mean, it's not every time, but I just put it back on and then it'll stay for a while and then it'll fall off. I don't know. How do I fix it? I'm afraid to put glue on it because I'm afraid it'll mess it up. So, anybody? Nobody? Okay. I'm going to insert those videos I took this morning and I'll be back, okay? Okay. Y'all, I went to my dad's yesterday and all of my mom's peonies were blooming. And he helped me dig that up. You wouldn't believe the root that was on it. The root. It was probably at least a foot long. So I'm hoping it lives. I'm going to get some of those stakes and try to stake it up a little bit. I think the blooms are too heavy. I brought it home and dug a hole and Phoenix helped me. It's kind of like a blush pink with the white. Isn't that pretty? I watered it real good last night after I planted it, so I'm hoping it will perk up, but we'll see. Penelope is wearing her other shirt, harness, vest. I don't know what to call it. I think a harness, since she's wearing it to walk, but isn't that cute? It's got Snoopy on it. Patriotic Snoopies. Now then, we're home from walking and I got my door handle back on there. That's the dumbest thing, is it not? That never happened with my other door. That's just like it. I don't know why it happens. I don't know how to fix it. Rude. Let's see, what do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, so I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday and she said something that I found very interesting and I wanted to ask you what you do, okay? So I was complaining because I live alone, right? I'm not complaining about living alone. I like living alone. The only people that get on my nerves are furry, and I can walk away from them very easily. But I told her, I said, it's amazing to me that I wash clothes once a week, wash my sheets once a week, you know, all the things. It's just me. I work outside the home 2 days a week. Why do I have so much laundry? She said something about wearing her pajamas for a week. She said, I wash my pajamas at the same time I wash my sheets. Now, I don't know that she means together in the same tank, whatever, same, you know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying, but she wears her pajamas a week. And I was like, oh, I wear mine for like 2 nights. And then the next question is, how long do you use a towel? Do you use a fresh towel each time you shower? Or do you hang it up to dry and use it again every day for 2-3 days, a week? How long do you use your towel? And do you reuse washcloths? I don't reuse washcloths. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I don't use them again. I wash them and then use them. I only use washcloths once. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all know I can't think straight ever. My towels I do hang up, and I have hair towels, specifically hair towels. And yeah, I use them, a towel, for a week. So should I use my pajamas for a week? Should I wash my pajamas when I wash my sheets? And I just don't understand why I have so many clothes. Because I wear something to work. I come home and then I change into my home clothes. And usually, if I put on like capris or leggings, I'll wear them for the rest of the day, which is, I don't know, 6 hours or so till I get my shower. So I'll wear them again the next day. I know all this might be TMI for you, but I'm just saying, why do I have so many clothes and it's just me to wash? Ugh. Anyway, I'm trying to get some stuff done today, so yeah, that's fun. But that's going to be it for this one. Let me know your answers in the comments, okay? TT for now. Hi, good afternoon. My name's Traci. I would just like to say that I'm glad, I'm glad that my car is smarter than I am. I just got home from getting my nails done, and I jump out of the car and I hit the lock button on the door and I slammed the door and it unlocked before it closed. And I was like, why did it unlock? And then I looked down in my hands and the wallet with the key attached was still in the car. And you can't lock your keys in your car with that car. It's just a Hyundai. It's not like it's some top of the line anything. But I'm glad it's smarter than I am. But I told her I felt kind of like a mermaid with these nails. Aren't they pretty? So, but she gave me the worst news ever. Okay, maybe not the worst news ever, but the person who cuts my hair is gone. Now who am I gonna use? I've been using her for, I don't know, like 3 or 4 years. She knows how to cut my hair right. I don't always find that. Ugh. Anyway, it's not the end of the world, you know? I'm sure I'll find someone. No need to get on high alert or anything, but I don't know. Penny hasn't even gotten up to come see me since I just now walked in the door. She's just laying over there sleeping like I disturbed her or something. Rude. I'll be back. All right, good people. Rita Smith for the win. I hope Rita watches this because she told me to look at the band of the door handle, and sure enough, looky there. See that little thing right there? Okay, well, back up. Ugh. Okay, so this thing here, this tool here, is like the best thing ever. Shh, don't tell Joan, but it came in the box with the cat wheel that I had to put together for her. I kept it as payment because it's quite handy. But that little thing right there, guess what? It fits inside of that little thing right there, which has a little screw that when you turn that little thing right there, it's going to tighten it down on the little thing over there. Y'all following all the little things that I'm talking about? Are ya? Well, look, I can fix my door handle. Thank you, Rita. Rita for the win. So, yeah, hold on. Okay, so see how that goes in there like that? And then you just slide that on. I'm going ahead and putting it on there. And come on now. Did I unscrew it too much? That's what she said. So let's I put it in there to see if it fit. Okay, now it's on there. And then we just tighten that down. And look, I need to tighten it some more. Okay, looky there. Okay, looky there. That should hold it, I think. But yeah, is that not the coolest little thing? So it's got a short one and a long one. Yeah, and you just tighten it down. Cool beans. All right. Next, as that guy says, next. You know, the gator guy. Next, and he throws the WD-40 over his head. Yeah, except that's my tool of choice today. Oh, and it matches my nails. I didn't even plan that. Oh, look at me being a Tim the tool man, but I'm Traci the tool girl. Yeah, okay. I'll be back. By the way, when I got my nails done, Caitlin, who got the last polish off and filed them down and all that. And Brandy were so, shall I say, thrilled to see all the bite marks I have on me from a certain someone who lives in this house. They said, "Why is she biting you?" Because she's alive, okay? Because she is Siamese. Hear her roar. I don't know. I just live here. She allows me to live here, and she bites the stew out of me. I said, she comes and she sits in my lap, and she wants to be petted, and then all of a sudden I get bitten for no reason whatsoever. It's like, I started to say it's like being married to a woman, but I've never been married to a woman, so I can't really compare that, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Some women, am I right? Some men, am I right? I was just listening to someone who was talking about the 5 worst careers to have in a spouse. In no particular order: fireman, police officer, pilot, surgeon. I forget the 5th one. They said because not all of them, but just from this person's, I guess, experience in talking to people and all that, because they feel like gods and they demand authority. You know, the surgeon is walking through the hospital demanding authority, and he's looked up to, and police officers are looked up to and very authoritative, and same with firefighters and pilots and whatever that 5th one was that I can't remember. And then they come home and their wife puts them in their place. And they don't like it. Well, I mean, don't get an opinionated woman. You won't have any problems if you don't get a over-opinionated woman. I mean, you probably have a boring life if you don't get an opinionated woman, but yeah. Yeah, my hands are all beat up, but whatever. She said, "Have you been working in your garden?" I said, "Well, I have, but none of my boo-boos come from the garden. No, they all come from my cat, who just jumped down and left me." So, yeah. She said, how long do you think she's going to live? I said, well, I don't know. You know, she goes from she doesn't really want to eat to days like today where she's been eating all day. Yeah, so she's like, life 58 is coming to a close. I better go eat something so that I can move on to life 59, because I'm pretty sure she's up to that many lives already. Penelope did move from the bed on the floor to the couch. She's having a very stressful day. The only jail story that's flopping around in my head, flopping, is way back in the day when the inmates got showered out, they would have to get sprayed down with Lindane soap. On everybody had to get sprayed down with Lindane soap because you didn't want crabs and lice to get down into the cell block, because then everybody would get it, right? So when someone in a cell block would say, "Hey, yo, I got the crabs," the deputies would give them tape and tell them to go catch one and bring it back to them, because sometimes they would say they had them and they didn't. And I don't know why you would do that, because then everybody had to strip down naked and get sprayed with Lindane soap. I mean, unless you're just wanting a free-for-all of seeing everyone. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they would catch a crab on a piece of tape and bring it to the deputy and be like, "There's my crab." They look like little spider-ish mite things. Nasty little things. You want to know how I know what they look like? Because those same deputies would bring them down there, and they'd have them taped to a piece of paper and leave it on our desk. Yeah, it was great working in the jail. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you're having a great day. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon, because these people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Traci Tries, which, good Lord willing, will be tomorrow, since I post every day, okay? Toodles, my noodles, and stay silly, my friends. Goodbye.